Hi guys, welcome back to Miscellaneous Pleasures. I'm back with, oh my god, I'm back with season 7, episode 2 of The Flash. Last time on Flash we had, well, we had Wells, and all the Wells that we knew of die. And that sucked. That sucked so bad, you have no idea. Though to be fair, the episode in general, it was slightly underwhelming. But that particular scene was indeed a bit sort of shocking, more than anything, because I sort of expected at some point of time to there be a different solution to that problem, and turns out that there wasn't. Yeah, I'm just shifting it this side because I sort of feel comfortable here. So yeah. Anyways, now that we know that. Eva, yeah, she died during the original particle accelerator accident. So the mirror version of hers is a duplicate. I don't know how that makes things better or different than what it was before as a problem. But then they have obviously introduced that fact for a reason. I wonder what that is. And I also got sort of half-baked confirmation that this season of Flash, the first 3 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's 4, they were originally planned to be the last 4 episodes of last season. So whatever we are seeing now, more or less, a large majority of them at least, were supposed to be in last season. So yeah, I am going to sort of excuse the showrunners and the show to, for not making that first episode feel like a season premiere, because it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be the 4th last episode of a season, which, if you consider it from that point of view, I guess it was slightly better than a season premiere sort of judgment that I had. Also, the fact of the matter is, had this episode aired that time, I feel like I would have sort of connected more with the death of Nash and in general all the Wells. Like, because it happened in the first episode, like 40 minutes into the first episode, I don't know, I did not feel really that sort of sadness or, that sort of an emotion that, you feel when your favorite character dies. And of course, there's another fact that I do think that we are going to have some sort of Wells come back. It's just a question of whether it's going to be about Thorn or just another Wells. Because I feel like Tom Cavanagh, there's no way he's leaving the show on the first episode of the new season. Regardless of whether this episode was supposed to be the 18th or 19th episode of last season, I don't think that's happening. So I don't buy it. So yeah, I don't think some type of Wells is coming. I just don't know which. So yeah. Here we go. Okay.
Whatever the problem,
we have seen
count on the Wells,
Nash,
the council,
Sherlock,
to have the answers.
HR, the season 1 Wells, who was killed by Thorn,
All gone.
and Harry. Hey, Cisco!
We gotta find the answers ourselves.
You bring him in this episode, are you kidding me? You couldn't bring him in last episode when Wells died? Seriously? I can't believe this.
This wall is nano-engraved with the names of everyone we've lost.
What?
So that no matter how the timeline changes, they'll never be forgotten.
What? How does that work? Wait, is that? Wait, whose costume is that?
What the?
What?
You haven't found the method to reconfigure the molecular stability of the dimensional barrier that damages organic matter?
Wait, what just happened?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. How did you know that? I saw you write it. No, you didn't.
Wait, what?
I was about to. But you guessed right. Eva used Ramsey's blood to tackle that problem and open her portal. Unfortunately for us, without a replacement for Ramsey's evil sentient goo, we're kind of up a creek. So that brings us to problem number 2.
Wait, what's happening?
Quantum entanglement from reverse Higgs boson particles disrupts the geospatial algorithm, preventing us from locating people in the Mirrorverse. Meaning we have to know Camilla Singh and Iris's location in order to pull them out. You freak.
I know where they'll be.
Call it.
No cheating. Turn around.
He knows it already before it happens. Like, what?
Ready. Wall, lamp, pipe, conduit, duct. Now!
What? Wait, is he like
I have super speed thinking.
Barry plus the
I know
Thinker?
open a portal to the Mirrorverse.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, I don't get this.
Repeat that.
I feel like I'm
that
saying what like 1,000 times in
All
this
right, I'm
episode.
sorry. Let me show you. Ramsey's unique cells created a polar covalent bond with the molecules in Eva's mirror portal.
Okay, this is fun. Seeing him speed about and think all these things and it's fun. But okay, first of all, there is no way this guy's getting beat by anybody ever again. If he can predict how a quantum ball, as Cisco termed it, is, even though that's extremely scientifically rubbish, but let's just go with it, shall we? If he can predict what the ball will do, he basically can do anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Okay, this is just too much.
Factoring in geographical analytics can...
Caitlin! What?
So, nice outfit, but
You're joking!
why are you here? You know, for funsies.
Barry, help her!
Dude, what? Barry, what did you do? Are you kidding me? I knew this something like this would happen. Oh, this is bad. Something's bad.
Whatever Eva hit your...
Okay. I have this small theory, and that's why I paused. I have a feeling that this thinking ability that Barry has, like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I feel like he's probably going to remove that power from him and sort of give it to, not give it to somebody else, but more like sort of make Gideon with it. And yeah, they have been calling some sort of an tech that they have Gideon, but I don't think it's the Gideon that we got used to in season 1 or even in the Legends. I feel like for that Gideon, I have a feeling that this is the sort of power that's going to go into that. But I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, they'll obviously come up with some techno jumbo mumbo, but then which won't make sense for people who understand science, but then, let's just go with it.
Speed brains say our next move is. You saw. Whoa, what are you doing with that footage? Exposing the truth.
Dude. Wait, you're not supposed. No. Wait, what?
No, please come on, stay with me.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, this is bad.
No, stop.
That's stupid.
No, stop.
You are not doing this. Don't even speak another word. Don't even say another word. This is trouble. This is one question that there is no other answer to. Oh shit. This is...
Sorry, Barry. Gotta go with the numbers.
Are you all right, Barry Allen? You're...
You've just been hit with velocity zero charge. It temporarily dampens your speed. You're not the only one who can predict reactions.
Wait, what? Velocity X? Isn't that the speed drop? What? What? You're joking. Yeah, but then... Wait, what the hell is that supposed to be? What? That's ridiculous. I'm actually having a laugh. That's not how it works.
Sorry for the tough love, but we need the real you back.
Don't worry. We're gonna shut off the artificial speed force and get your head straight.
You lost this fight before it even began.
Look out!
What? Oh my god. Dude, you're joking. Okay, that's an OP right there. Oh, she's here. Oh shit. Wait, what the hell is that? Wait, did he just lose his speed? What? What the hell? Wha- Wait, are we getting the OG Harrison Wells? What? Dude, what the hell episode is this? Or was this? Okay. I mean, I wrote something stupid down like at the beginning of the episode because I saw something, some red color costume. I couldn't figure out whose it was because when in the first scene we saw a mannequin. Basically, they basically also said something about how it was a nano something, and because of that, any changes to the timeline and nothing would happen to it, and all the engravings would remain there. All the people who the Team Flash has lost. So just before that scene, there was a mannequin. There was the obviously Harrison Wells mannequin with the bag that Nash had. There was obviously another mannequin with Nora, the daughter of Barry and Iris, her costume in it, and there was another mannequin with a red color costume. Whose was it? Like, I was thinking Jessie Quick, but is she dead? Like, I mean, we don't really know what happened to the Earth 2 people because, I mean, we don't know what happened to them, but then, we aren't sure if Jessie died during Crisis, but then this is the reboot of the whole world, so I don't actually remember half the things, and I'm not really sure if what happened to Jessie. But then, whose costume was that? Because I keep on thinking of anybody with a red and golden sort of costume. And it didn't seem to be the Flash's costume. Because Flash has a complete red, right? That seemed to be a blend of 2 or 3 colors. I need to see that scene back. I need to see that scene back. But nevertheless, there were a few interesting things that happened in this episode. Okay. Yeah, there were a few interesting things that happened in this episode, but then, first of all, the whole artificial Speed Force and Barry's emotions, they sort of explained why it was happening. I was actually going to comment on how if this power was going to be a permanent one, I was going to say that how it was given in some sort of a rushed way. And I was going to say, this was going to happen towards the end of the last season, but it's happening now, so I'm going to give a leeway for that. But then obviously, I felt it was rushed because, somebody's getting a new power. You sort of give some sort of a cliffhanger to an episode and then say the details in the next episode. That did not happen here. But then this wasn't a permanent change. This was more like how Barry lost his memories. So, yeah, I guess it was fine that they introduced it in this episode and they have sort of ended it in this episode. There were some technical flaws with in the fight between Flash, basically Flash versus Allegra, Caitlin, and Cisco. There were a few flaws, like, Caitlin predicting that, or Caitlin basically hitting the Flash, that shouldn't be happening. But then there's obviously the argument of, did he see this coming and wanted this to happen in the first place? Because, he can basically predict anything. And then he obviously also said that you lost the Flash. I mean, that was a brilliant line. You lost this fight before it even began. And then there was the ball, the quantum ball that he threw at the beginning of the fight. So that was, I mean, I'm going to forego all knowledge of science that I have, even the incomplete ones. I'm going to forget logic and all those type of things. And I'm just going to enjoy this show because this episode had absolutely bonkers brilliant moments. Like, honestly, how does the Killer Frost Velocity X thing even work? Like, I remember seeing that speedster in season 2, who came in like the 15th or 16th episode, just before it was revealed that Zoom was actually Jay Garrick, or I mean, not really Jay Garrick, but then the guy that we had met as a friend in the beginning of season 2, that guy, the tall guy, whose real name obviously was Hunter Solomon. So like that speedster, she only took Velocity X or Velocity 9 or whatever it was called at the time. And so it's possible that normal people without any of the speed force or, you know, these type of mutations or dark matter can take it and get the speed. But then I did not expect Killer Frost to take it. So yeah, that was cool. I wonder why it was decided that it was going to be her, because I guess it would have made sense for Cisco to take it because Cisco has no powers. But yeah, that was cool. That was definitely cool. I don't really remember anything else. I mean, yeah, the Flash, he sort of... I mean, yeah, most of the things that happened in this episode was related to the Flash, wasn't it? Like, his speed thinking, and there were a few sort of scenes where initially I was like, okay, this could go wrong. But then eventually it went so wrong that it was just, you know, sort of pointless to even talk about it. So what exactly happened with Iris? Like, he obviously got Iris back, but then... Yeah, that scene I failed to understand. Like, he obviously got her into this universe or whatever, but then she obviously collapsed. So like, does she have some mirrorverse sort of things in her, or is she sort of not acclimatized to this multiverse because she has been in the mirrorverse for so long? Like, I don't really understand what's going to happen with her. I'm not even sure at this point what's going to happen with her at the end. Like, you know, some things are temporary, some things are permanent, and I'm not really sure if you're going to see any permanent changes in Iris. And then obviously they are going to get Captains David Singh and Camila back. There is no way they're not going to do that. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened in this episode apart from that last scene. Yeah, so it began with him getting speed thinking, and before that it was obviously the sort of the mannequins. We had a couple of talks between Cecile and Allegra, which was all right. I mean, I don't even think they're going to make it to this reaction. Yeah. And then that fight scene. Yeah, I mean, it was, to be fair, it was really cool seeing Barry with the thinking powers. And then obviously the theory that I said in the beginning, I mean, it was toast because that was not what was happening. But I wonder if they could still get back to this whole sort of a Flash who can think a lot, or like who can think fast and also can run fast, that sort of a thing. I wonder if they could possibly incorporate something like that without that emotion sort of negativity that's there, you know, basically no emotions. Like, maybe they could get a go around out of all of this, and, you know, it could be useful. But I guess it sort of makes Barry overpowered. And then what happens with an overpowered hero is every single villain or bad guy of the episode feels extremely weak in comparison. So yeah, I mean, this was an amazing episode. This was the sort of episode that makes you happy after watching it. Like, forget the I mean, it had good story in it. It had a few logical flaws in it, but then the adrenaline rush and the sort of like, wow, what did I just watch? That sort of feeling you're never going to get. Like, there can't possibly be an episode of The Flash which could have more of these elements than this episode had. So yeah, great episode. And then there was the last scene. So yeah, obviously some Wells is coming back. It seems like, I mean, I don't really understand the scene, because if I sort of try to remember what happened in that whole scene and try to sort of understand it, there was this line which came out to be a long time ago, I think it was. And then we saw the scene where Thorne basically got Harrison Wells' face. And we saw, Harrison Wells' face, which was completely sort of darkened and black and sort of, it seemed burnt. And then we saw Thorne's face, which had Harrison Wells, or I should say Tom Cavanagh's face in it. So we saw that scene. And then we saw the hole that Thorne had dug to place Harrison Wells' body in. And then we saw the body in it, and Thorne basically using his super speed to cover the whole thing. And I think he ran away to whatever he was doing. And then we saw these particles. Those particles sort of resembled what we saw Barry take using the tachyon magnet thing from Eva, like in the middle of the episode. Those particles reminded me of that. And then we saw Harrison Wells with spectacles. And that face reminded me of season 1 Harrison Wells that got killed, which is basically the original Harrison Wells of Earth 1. But then, if all of this happened a long time ago, then where is Harrison Wells? I mean, where is Harrison Wells that we just saw? Like, what exactly was that scene? I mean, wow. This was a great episode. And I can't actually wait for the next episode. Like, it has been a long time since I felt like this after watching an episode of Flash, honestly. So yeah, brilliant stuff. That's all for this reaction, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm going to react to Superman and Flash. Sorry, not Superman and Flash. Superman and Lois, 3rd episode right away. And yeah, I hope these 2 reactions will be up on the channel by 13th of March. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please do share your thoughts on the episode. And yeah, please do subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.